It is quite unfortunate that many of you believe that in releasing of Nnamdi Kanu, Donald Trump is not playing a role in releasing of Nnamdi Kanu. If many of you think that the moment Donald Trump just come in, it will just give another, they will release Nnamdi Kanu. Things are not done in that way. Nigeria is a sovereign country on its own. Due process need to follow, and if you observe it very well, that the case that is going on in the court, this Nnamdi Kanu case, you can see the way transparency, you can see the way they are doing things, that the world are watching currently what is happening. And that's why you can see most of the evidence that DSS has manipulated and brought before the court, many of them have been trashed out. They are not facts, they are not evidence. So if you think that Donald Trump is not doing anything, it's a lie. I will show you guys empirical formula of what Donald Trump is doing in this Nnamdi Kanu release. As far as the world is concerned, America is the world police. You can see what they are doing to Iran. If today is your first time of watching my video, please kindly subscribe to this channel, on your notification, share this video viral, because in no distant time, Nnamdi Kanu victory is sure. On the 18th is going to be a final day that we decide, and there is no there's no any different anything rather than to release Nnamdi Kanu. With what we have witnessed, I'm not a lawyer, what have happened in the court, evidence that DSS has brought, evidence that the federal government have brought before the court, it clearly now that Nnamdi Kanu is winning the case. I have kept saying it that the same 9 charges that senior Judge Ezekiel defeated federal government in the same Nnamdi Kanu case. Even under Buhari government, who went ahead to Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, it's still the same thing. Federal government is still presenting things that happened in 2015 when Buhari came and unleashed his anger against the Igbos, using Nnamdi Kanu as a scapegoat. Unknown to Buhari that he was being advertising Biafra to the world without paying a dime. As I speak to you people today, many countries that are interested in Biafra now are more than when Buhari came in. And that's why I said Nnamdi Kanu, the rest people who are fighting for these agitations for referendum are carrying the cross. Time to carry the crown is here. Many of you have been disappointed the way Nnamdi Kanu is being treated. Yes, of course. If he did not pass it through difficult tasks, through this difficult moment, the freedom fighter will be easy. You see people like Mercy Mandela, the torture, everything they did to him. If not Mercy Mandela, what South Africa is today, South Africa will not be that. Today, by the grace of God, if Biafra come into existence, today somebody pay the price. Is the price, the ultimate price Nnamdi Kanu is paying, despite the Efulefu governors in the southeast, the saboteurs who are sabotaging this struggle. Saboteur does not just start today. It started even from time of Jesus Christ, when Judas Iscariot betrayed Jesus, collecting a peanut to betray their master. So we must not, whoever, no matter how close to Nnamdi Kanu, who did all those things they did by kidnapping him in Kenya, he knew that he's going to pass through this. Yes. The most important thing is that the victory is sure. So what I'm saying is that Donald Trump is playing his card. Everything that happened in Iran now, everybody is saying, oh, why America do this, why America that. America is a world police. If today America decided to do anything in Nigeria, nobody can stop them. But they believe on due process. You will see this woman you are seeing on your screen here. This woman is America representative in the courts during the judgment between Nnamdi Kanu, the last trial before they adjourned to on the 18th of July, which will be the final day. Because as it is right now, the Nnamdi Kanu council now have 14 days to reply the evidence, curricular evidence the DSS and federal government have brought before the court. Then after the 14 days, the federal government legal team too will respond. Then before on the 18th of July, the Justice Omotosho will do the judgment. Or maybe he will set aside a day, he will do the judgment. But for me, so far, so good. I don't think there's a time to set another day. I said a time without number that Bola Ahmed Tinubu trying Nnamdi Kanu, etc. Maybe, probably, he want to do it so that the Fulani men, the Fulani Caliphate, will not think, oh, you just came in, you set Nnamdi Kanu free. Maybe that's why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing this trial fresh, so that you not look as if he just come. I have told you people that the people who are destroying this country are these people. They are not Nigerians. The son of a father cannot destroy the house his father built. Haven't you heard now that I've been vindicated? I've been vindicated in this issue that the CDS Musa now, every day he will be crying, whether he's now the spokesman to Nigeria Army, you will not allow the spokesman to speak. He said, oh, the people who came to kill in Benue, they are not Fulani, they are not Nigeria Fulani. Which Fulani are they? If they are not Nigeria Fulani, what are you people doing to stop this? The day Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, went to Benue, immediately he left. These people also came back and commit havoc in Benue State. The local government, where the SSGF of Federation, Akume, the former governor of Benue, his village were leveled down for these Fulani men who have claimed that they are coming to gather to take Nigeria by armies. As we speak now, all over Nigeria, now in every region, they are everywhere. They are every surrounding. And this is the message Nnamdi Kanu have been preaching for over 10 years ago. That Nigeria wake up. These Fulani men, they have an agenda. They gather themselves from all Africas to take over Nigeria. You can't come on to come and collect my ancestral land that have been given to me, and you expect me to fold hand and be looking. Today, every Nigeria, whether you are Yoruba, whether you are Igbo, whether you are Hausa, whether you are BPO, whether you are Ibira, wherever you are, everybody's supposed to be appreciating Nnamdi Kanu for having the courage to told Buhari, as these Fulani men are buying people, destroying everywhere. Now, have you seen any Fulani men now that come out to come and kick against what these Fulani men are doing? None of them will speak. They will not speak because it's their people, it's their agenda. They know what they are doing. They want to take over this country. When Nnamdi Kanu was saying it, that these people, they are about to take over the country, people say he's a foolish man. People pour speed on his face. Is he not done on us? Has he not done on us? That these Fulani men, they mean business. Today we speak now, people can no longer go to their farms. People cannot even go where they build house, maybe a place that is far, a little bit far from the town. They cannot go and live there. Because of these Fulani men, they will kidnap them. How do we differentiate these Fulani men that are not Nigeria from the Fulani men that are Nigeria? They speak the same language. Before now, nobody is hearing Fulani. All we hear is Hausa Fulani. But as we speak now, they are not even calling Hausa again. They are Fulanis. Are you not seeing the video that is going around viral? They are threatening very dark man that they will, as far as Benue people are not allowing them to live with them, that they would rather pursue Benue people and take over Benue State. These are people that they don't hide. Instead of even the president of the country is afraid of these people, telling the governor of Benue State to go and dialogue with them. If it is IPOP now, Nigeria government will use federal might. They will carry their armor tank. Somebody, people like Opus Odema, Chasoludo, the rest of them, they will invite Nigeria army to go and buy their people. Today, as we speak now, which of the Fulani men in the north that is condemning this barbaric art these Fulani men are doing? They are not speaking about it because they know that they are in the same cause. If you arrest any Fulani man that buy people, today, before you know, before in the evening, they will release that Fulani man. If you arrest Igbo man, if you see any Igbo man with gun, you say it's an IPOP member, you arrest him. If you see Yoruba man with gun, you say he's armed robber, you arrest him. If you see Fulani man with gun, you say he's a hunter. And you are saying one Nigeria is not negotiable. Who tell you that? Where are these people? Where are they before? What we have is Wazobia. We have the Hausa, Yoruba, and the Igbo. These Fulani men were not in the picture. They start gathering themselves coming from all different parts of Africa to come to Nigeria. They feel that Nigeria is there to grab. They will grab this country by all means. And this is the reason you see that they are doing every other means to frustrate the coming out of Nnamdi Kanu. As we speak today, go to Southeast. Enugu State is another danger zone for Fulani men where they are buying people on a daily basis. After you call Benue now, Enugu State is another state that these Fulani men, they want to collect by offers because the governors there is being planted by them. That's what we are saying. The governors there is being planted by them. All the killing that is going on in Benue today, have you seen the governor, Pitamba, will come out to come and talk about this Fulani killing? He won't talk because they install him there for this purpose. We were in this country in 2023 when the election was going on in Enugu. Labour Party candidate was cruising to victory till they maneuvered that election under Buhari government. I've told you people without fear of anybody. If you fear, you go buy. If you no fear, you go buy. Buhari need to be tried. Bola Ahmed Tinubu should summon. They should try Buhari. How come these Fulani men are more powerful in Nigeria? Who empowered them? A video that is going viral, which I have put on this platform, where a Fulani man says the government are the ones supplying them AK-47. Who are the government that are supplying these guys AK-47 to be buying Nigerians? People cannot go to their farm. All the federal government is all about is how to stop IPOP. The IPOP is this, IPOP is that. Which law that say you don't have right to agitate for freedom for your people? This set of people have been marginalized in Nigeria. Oh, they caused the war. They do this thing. Yakubu Gowon was the one who caused the war. It was not Ojukwu. Go and read Abu record. Nigeria will be a better place with what Yakubu Ojukwu bring to the board. But Gowon allowed the Fulani men, he allowed the British to brainwash him and the Fulanis. And today you see where we are. The British, they hand over this country to Fulani men to rule. Fulani men are not Nigerians. They came from different, they don't have a inheritance. They move from one bush to another. But they hand over this country to a total stranger. And today they want to claim the land. That's why you are seeing this violence every year. If you see Fulani man with guns in the south, you say they are hunter. How did they bring their gun to the south to come and hunt? Who gave them that permission? But if you see any southerner with gun, you arrest them that they are cultists, they are IPOP, they are armed robber. In one country we are. And you are there, open your mouth and say, hey, Nigeria is not negotiable. Nigeria is one. Nobody can divide Nigeria. Also, many countries that your people are running to today, this UK, this Japan, they are running to US. They were one with a country, but a time came, they split, and everybody go on their own separate way for a better life, for a better development. So if you think that Nigeria is not negotiable, you lie. At this stage, we find ourselves now restructuring. Either we go back to regional government or divide government, let everybody go peaceful. As we speak now, the center cannot no longer hold. The center is shaking, and that is look like Bola Ahmed Tinubu might be the last president of Nigeria. Take my word to the bank. That's where we are going now. The same set of people, Atiku Abubakar, the rest of them now, who want to collect power from Tinubu, will they do anything different? They won't do anything different. If a Fulani man come, what do you expect him to do? Please share this video, subscribe to this channel.
Mr. Raf, thank you for having you, the Waymaker TV, this morning.
You're welcome.
Yes, of course, we saw the IBP have revealed the secret that they have used to marginalize Igbo over the years. And instead of the Ohaneze to demand Nnamdi Kanu to be released with immediate effect, they are asking for 10 trillion naira. Is 10 trillion naira or Nnamdi Kanu release?
Anyway, from the angle they are asking money, I can actually tell you they are right. Listen and listen good. That is what is called reparation. Reparation is a compensation for damage done or genocide. Let me give you an instance of what happened in 1492. Various countries, ethnicities from Europe actually migrated into the New World, called the United States of America presently. And they used the blacks in Africa here as slaves. They traded on black slaves for over 400 years. What? ferrying them, taking them into the New World, United States, to work in the plantation because the American originators they met there, the Red Indians, are very weak. They cannot work, they don't have strength. They use the black to support, thereby enslaving blacks in their millions. For over 400 years, there was a price to be paid by the West. The like of Mutuda Abiola went to ICC, sued the West, to court to pay the Africans reparation. And that payment, Abiola was in the fight until Buhari, Babangida, Abacha, disallowed him. He died. So what I'm trying to say is that they were asking for the money to pay for the genocide committed against the Igbos in 1967, 68, 69, and 70. And personally, I'm not in support of that money. No, they shouldn't ask for money. Why? No amount of money that can equate Igbo man's life. Life is something that is so sacrosanct. Yes, so special as well. Then very, very unique, scarce. Yes, not easily come by. Why? Life begins at conception. When man and woman meet, you cannot buy life with money. Life starts at conception. Life, God tells us how life started. He's the one that breathed into this dust and life come to be. That's why we have two things, life and death, and you can't buy life with money. The life of Igbo man can never ever equate with 10 trillion. The
life of Igbo man cannot be equated to 10 trillion.
I'm telling you.
Information reaching us now that the Finnish government now have disorganized the embassy in Finland after hearing that IBP said that the coup was not taken by IPOP, by Igbos. As I speak to you now, Samuel Ekpa, they are ready to free Samuel Ekpa now because they see that Nigeria government, in case they fire against Samuel Ekpa.
Yes, it's all false. It's based on false allegation, deception, and deceit. Do you know why Finland is reacting? Many people would have, should be asking themselves, why Finland? What concerns them? The greatest ally Biafra had in the 1967, 68, 69, and 70 was Finland. Finland supplied all Biafran families with war materials. Yes, they use mechanisms that even beat the brain of the Britain, the French, all the Egyptians, Chad, Burkina Faso, and Algeria, all the mercenaries fighting alongside with Nigerian military clique against the Biafran, people. And they had the foreknowledge. They had the best knowledge of what actually transpired, went wrong from 1967 to 1970. How the war was fought. Yes, how the war was fought by Gowan, against Ojukwu people. Because Finland supplied up Morocco to help patriarchal children of Biafrans not to die. Supply them with most nutritious food, one could need to fight malnutrition, called kwashiorkor. So they actually played along. Let me use the word, I don't know whether maybe balkanization or alliance or allies with the Biafrans. That's why they know more than you and I. That book actually gave them more insight that those people they fought for were innocent of accusation leveled against them in the 60s. What an emotional tactics. What an emotional embrace. What an emotional cooperation. How emotional it is right now in Finland that actually fought for Biafran people that were dying of kwashiorkor in the 1960s. And I can actually tell you that Ireland, if not part of the contraption that make up United Kingdom, they would have been fighting Nigerian embassy right away. An Irishman set himself ablaze in front of United Nations Secretariat in New York over the same war, over the same genocide against the Igbos. He poured fuel on himself after alerting the United Nations that some persons called Igbos in Africa were being killed, disallowed, murdered by the socialist Britain, who supplied Nigerian military clique with lethal weapon to actually exterminate the race called the Igbos in the 1967. And this Irishman died today. He died a matter just for the Igbo man.
He died for matter just for the Igbo man. Mr. Raf, one would say that Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel right now, is set to take over the issue of Nnamdi Kanu because when the Buhari government went after Nnamdi Kanu flew to Israel.
Yes.
And the one said that Nnamdi Kanu have discussion with Benjamin Netanyahu, and Netanyahu now is trying after this IBB informations about Biafra. Netanyahu now is working in conjunction with Donald Trump. We saw where Donald Trump has said that they should release Nnamdi Kanu, that killing of the Christians in the southeast should stop. Do you think that Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump have what it takes to put pressure on Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu?
It all points towards that angle of alliance, balkanization. The greatest allies we had in the past was Finland, Ireland, Israel, and some private concerned bodies in America. Because I could remember one Captain Brown that was shot off the coast of Gabon, and his airplane